What's the crack, and welcome back to the Will of G YouTube channel. Okay, today I'm going to break down the One Piece live action trailer. Okay, I just did my reaction a few days ago, but when I was editing it, I did a kind of little bit of a breakdown at the end of it, and it was really bad. So today I'm actually going to break it down properly. There's a lot to it. Afterwards, it all hit me. And I was like, well, there's so much in that trailer. So I'm really looking forward to really bringing it down with you guys and just seeing what everything has to offer in the trailer. Let's get to it.
Well, babe.
So to begin with, obviously we have a more dramatic retelling of the beginning of One Piece, Roger's execution speech. And Roger was kind of the thing I've already seen online. I've seen loads and loads of pictures about Roger, and his voice line sounds cool. It's very dramatic, not necessarily epic, which I feel Roger always has. He always has this like very epic voice, and this voice filled with kind of like confidence and like slightly mischievous, because he knows what he's about to do is going to cause a ruckus. And this guy, maybe not completely sure of himself. I think, looking at cast list, I think that might be Garp. And if it is Garp, Garp is looking pretty fine, I'm not gonna lie. He's quite a handsome bugger. So I'm interested to see what we see of Garp, but also we're getting a little bit more from this execution scene. Of all the moments that we've seen at the execution, I can't remember if we ever actually saw Garp there. So it's kind of an interesting addition that we see here. And I wonder if they're going to show anything about Garp's and Roger's frenemy relationship this early on into One Piece. I wonder if they're going to keep that under wraps for later down the line. I have no idea who those people are running through the crowd, because I think what's so hard to figure out which bit is which is that obviously we do go, the execution's in Logtown, but we also go to Logtown later, and Luffy is on the execution platform. So I don't know if that particular shot of those people is actually going to be. And we're back. Sorry, Lion King tried to make a run for it. So what was I saying? Oh, those people, I don't know if that is going to be part of Luffy's execution, because we do have Alvida, so I wonder if that's Alvida renewed in the front there. This is, I mean, Roger sitting at the top of the platform, and this picture is what I've seen a lot, so I knew we were going to be seeing this, which is why I didn't give it much of a reaction. The energy that we get from Roger in the anime and the energy that we get from Roger in this gives me two completely different people. This seems more of like an evil laugh, and I don't necessarily think Roger gave off an evil vibe at the beginning. It's definitely like a craftiness, but this just seems a bit, don't trust him, not I'm going to set everyone off on this grand pirate adventure. And even his speech earlier didn't give off this grand thing. It was just generic speech. Yeah, I'm not too sure what we're going to get with Roger. But hey, we don't see Roger a lot, so maybe if the live action keeps going all the way over to Wano and we get that massive backstory with Oden, that we might be able to see a little bit more of Roger and see more Roger as Roger truly is. I give a good reaction to this. It's really cool seeing the seagulls. I don't think we saw them that early on. So it was really cool to see it. I'm seeing Luffy, I'm assuming before he gets lost in the barrel. So I wonder when we see this bit, because I don't think do we see Luffy? We don't really see a lot of Luffy in his first ship for quite a while. I think we see it during his flashback scenes in the post Marineford arc. So there we get obviously the beginnings. The very beginning of it. I'm gonna get the shot for the first like title card as well, with Luffy in the barrel. But the music, I think definitely they're going a lot more of like the Western Pirates of the Caribbean vibe. It totally gives off that vibe, which isn't always the vibe we got from One Piece. Kind of its own different pirate thing. If that is what gets non-One Piece fans to go and watch it because it gives them Pirates of the Caribbean vibes, then I am happy. Bring more fans in. More people need to watch this shit. Yeah, this, I have no idea what this could be. So it's pre-Merry, which could only mean that it could be like something to do with Buggy. It would not be after Buggy because that's when Nami joined. So it would have to be like Kuro's just before we go to see Kuro and Usopp. No idea. Absolutely no idea what this is. And come on, you gotta give it up. Gotta give it up for the OG Jolly Roger. The One Piece, the Straw Hat Flag of our hearts.
Treacherous stretch of ocean.
It's nice that they give us a nice little drawing there. Give us a nice little drawing there of the world of One Piece. A very bland one. It's not as pretty as the anime gives it, but they had the luxury of doing separate title cards. Yeah, and then I just paused it at the most perfect point. Mihawk. I mean, that sword looks awesome. And then we get his close-up Kuro. Oh yeah, but I got distracted. But that well that Zoro is in, I've literally no idea. It's given off, the Wolverine vibes, at the very beginning where he's in that camp and he's stuck at the bottom of the well, and then the nuclear bomb goes off and he protects. It's given off those vibes, but I don't know why Zoro would be down a well. And then we've got Buggy's TP. Not TP. Big Top. Definitely giving different vibes from the anime.
Where we go.
Buggy. The CGI I think here is awesome. I think they've done a really good job with the Chop Chop Fruit. Because the Chop Chop Fruit could be a bit weird and maybe quite hard to do. But they've definitely done a great job.
Chop chop! Cannon!
Up until that point. I just don't think the moves sound cool. It sounds quite forced. Yeah, don't sound right. But I hope that with the Japanese dub over it, it'll sound just as good as the anime. So I'm interested to see how that plays out. And is that... Oh no, that's Garp's ship. Oh, I didn't even realise that he was in that. Alright, cool. It's quite dark. But cool. Alright. So all that stuff with like Helmeppo and Koby getting trained by Garp wasn't actually in the manga, was it? It was all the manga cover arts that they turned into episodes. And so maybe we'll be getting some of that in the live action show, which would be kind of cool. Maybe we get to see a little bit of Koby starting his transformation, which would be awesome. I'm liking the naval combat that we're actually getting. We don't get to see a lot of that in One Piece. I think the only time you really see it is whenever like the Marines are coming. But actual side by side, ship by ship, just flinging cannonballs at each other. We don't get to see that much in the anime. So I'm interested to see that in a One Piece world. And that's something I kind of talked about in the previous videos. Why are fishmen in Baratie? So they're definitely changing up the story a little bit. I personally don't think they need to do that, but we'll see how they've pieced it all together. I hope they do it well. I hope they don't just bung it in because they think it's better. Don't fix what's not broke. Hollywood, you're always doing it. It already works. Just leave it alone. And then we got an English Sanji, it sounds like, which is interesting because obviously, so the actor I think is Spanish, and Sanji, what God Oda says, he is French, but now they've turned him into quite English. I hope the voice doesn't get grating. Oh, did we actually see a little bit of... Yeah, just when Zoro chops that guy's leg, I feel like we get a little bit of spray. Oh yeah, we do get... Oh, that was not good. It's a very weird moment from Usopp there.
This crew.
Wait, hold on.
Our crew.
I wonder what ship is following the Merry there. Because if it's Garp's ship, that would be very strange. And Baratie does look awesome. I don't think I've said that yet, but yeah. I think I was worried when pictures came out and people said it was awesome. I didn't think it looked that good. But no, it does look good. It does look dope. And I'm going to say it, seeing Mary there. Mary is growing on me. I really hate the design, but it is growing on me. Oh man. The more I see, the more I like. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I quite like the voice of Arlong. It's quite menacing. It seems strong. But he doesn't seem as buff as anime Arlong. So I don't know if he's going to be as intimidating. I think what's so great about One Piece is how all the characters look. Like whenever you see Arlong, you see, oh my word, this must be the strongest enemy that Luffy has faced just by looking at him. How is Luffy going to conquer this? And then when you see Arlong there, it's just like, oh, yeah, Luffy could beat him. We'll see. Maybe they're bringing them to Baratie to kind of kick everyone's ass so that they're shown to be strong, and we're like, okay, now there's going to be a struggle. Oh, and we get a little bit of that iconic scene, "Help me, Luffy." And Oda has said this scene is perfect. So, you've hyped me up, God Oda. You've hyped me up. I must be in the map room. Oh, Mihawk. Mihawk there does look very tasty. I mean, the sword looks cool. It doesn't look as big, like wide, as the anime, but I feel like they've made the right choice here. The sword does look very, very cool. But Mihawk does look dope. It's so true to the anime, but it doesn't look naff, which is a really nice surprise. The Sea Beast. I feel like the Sea Beast kind of looks better here than it did in the teaser. We get to see a little bit of inside of its mouth, and it's really detailed. So detailed. We got that face off with that and Shanks, but I think you kind of see Shanks like turn to one side, which they're kind of showing us a bit more of Shanks' arm being eaten, which is very cool. And Sanji's fighting that we see a lot in this trailer it's very cool. The Gatling gun, for the moment it hits, CGI is okay. It's not amazing. It's not completely. It's okay, but it was always going to look a bit strange in a live action setting, and that's so good. The classic just pulling of his cheek to show that he's a gum man is awesome. And is that Morgan? He has the axe hand, which is dope. I wonder how they're gonna utilize that in the show. I'm gonna be honest. This might be a hot take, but I'm not the biggest fan of Luffy in his original attire in this show. Not in the anime. I love his original attire, but in this show, it makes him look really young. Like, it feels like the shirt's not long enough, so it seems like it got a really wide waist thing going on. He definitely doesn't look like very intimidating that way. But again, that was the whole idea. He never looked intimidating. It was just this kid, essentially. Oh, yeah, Foxy. And it's cool we get to see a little bit more of Kobe there as well. Get a better look of Kobe. He looks really good. He does look very weedish. Yeah, very exciting to see if we go all the way to Water 7 and post Enies Lobby arc. We get to see Kobe in his new look and see if they explain that in the live action show.
Where's my face?
You'll get yours one day. Soon, Luffy, soon. Okay, so there you go. That is probably a better breakdown of this trailer than I did last time. There's so much in this trailer that you can pick apart this for hours and hours and hours. But I don't have that type of time. I am going to be doing a reaction to the Netflix show on this channel. So if you want to see that, please remember to subscribe below and to be notified whenever those episodes come out. And if you like the video, give it a like, give it a share. It really helps this channel out a lot. Okay, please let me know what you thought of the trailer down below. And if I missed anything out, please fill me in. I'm sure I have missed out something. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.